Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is FSL PUBGM open for ladies, and this is two. So basically, we had the first one, and this is the second one. Of course, this is the finals. Together with me is Mochi, and this event won't be happening without our partners, which is Intel and Yahoo. So, yeah, Mochi, what has been happening?
What has been happening? Well, it's just the same thing of Mata ladies dominating when
Oh wow.
what do you call this? Glimpse of Stera decided to burst their bubble. And this is already an opportunity for all of the other teams to actually do the same thing to Mata ladies. It is already a challenge for Mata ladies to actually get back up, and if ever there is still a possibility for them to still continue on with the streak despite losing once. But anyways, here is our scoreboard. Currently,
Whoa.
we're in Matalita is still in an astounding 40 points and just 4 points away from Glimpse of Asteria.
Yeah, but it's able to catch up. So I feel like Meta ladies, they need to keep that consistency. Because I was reading the comments, a few of them were like, "Can you die first?" I mean, it's not toxic; it's a healthy one because they're like they know that okay, we can't really beat them. They're that good. So because of that, like okay, why not Meta ladies? If they get too soon, then it will be advantage for other teams. But in order for them to get too soon, it's not gonna be easy, because you saw
Yeah.
how they rotate, how they actually always have pointers covered, and blah 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 blah, and the list goes on. So basically, Meta Ladies has similarly, I would say, no mistakes when it comes to this tournament. They are always taking good roles with one another in their teammates itself. But of course, this does not disregard to all these other teams who have been playing, especially today, and to some of these teams who had a bigger tournament yesterday. Also, they kind of already got a little bit of warm up, and because they didn't win that tournament, they have to come here and win it, right? So there are
Yeah.
still teams who was involved in that previous tournament, PMCT. So this is a time where you guys gonna take at least the top three home. Now you feel a bit more satisfied because you know what, you guys went somewhere, and this is the time where you show yourself, right?
Yeah, actually, and I guess it will be just like what you said. It is about time for us to go into the land of Sanhok. This is going to be our third map, and we'll be doing another rotation of the maps previously for the game 4 and 5. But this
Ooh.
time, this is actually a good flight path. Not gonna lie, but that would just mean that there is going to be quite of a bit of a heavy saturation here at the smallest archipelago here in Sanhok. Oh my! Oh, everyone's
Aha.
at the circle too, except for one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing. You know what, Mochi, is this like, are we dreaming? This is the same circle as yesterday.
Oh, really? I did not
It's
notice
almost the
that.
same, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, damn. Okay, so we should just record ourselves and just press play so we don't have to talk about it. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same application, anyways. But yeah, forgive me because I kind of like, keep on saying Luna, Luna, Luna for Yes Fami because they had the same color as Luna yesterday. So it's actually Juicy, guys.
Mhm.
Juicy and Mystic. Don't follow Sis Jenny. She made the same. She made the wrong mistake because I did see someone reminding me Juicy, Juicy, sis, Juicy. Okay, fine, fine, Juicy, Juicy. It is then. Yeah. So it's Juicy and Mystic. Yep. Thank you, Observer. Wow, I really like the Observer today. Hmm. He's
Yes,
always like,
sir.
following all the whatever we're saying. So wonderful job for that. But Mystic, they decided to go elsewhere. I think they kind of have a drop where exactly, I wouldn't say exactly, but nearby ATG. Yeah, sharing that compound. There you go. Again, observer. Nice one.
They're neighbors now.
Yeah, neighbors.
Okay, they disengaged. Never mind.
Yeah. They decided to, no, I'm not gonna fight with you. You can have the compound. I don't want it. Go, go.
We'll search for a bigger one and a better
Mm.
one.
And Mystic needs to work their way in getting points because currently they are at number three.
Mhm.
So definitely they want to catch up with now. Ooh, but look at where they are. They are right smack in the middle of two teams. We've got what, a glimpse of Asteria over in this compound, and then at the other side they've got ATG. Where are they gonna go, Mystic? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Oh
Yeah, that
man.
is quite difficult. If ever that they try to relocate, I mean, the boot camp is already available, but I think IHC God is already going there, so it would still be a struggle for them. There is still a lot of room for Kao and Tatmok, but at the same time, there's still a lot of struggle that is awaiting for them, considering that they had to make their way to go past through ATG first, if ever they'll be deciding to do that, or now at least get a hold for some minor artilleries and even armor, and try to improve that later on. But still, I think it would be better if ever they will be able to get the whole place for themselves, right? So that they'll be able to know where to just stay at the moment. Would they do any further rotations? Because at this point, they are currently nomads. It's going to be quite tricky for them to do something.
Mm-hmm. Um, they're probably just going to think something out of the box, because right now I think a few of these teams already have noticed that there's this, there's that, and it's kind of nice at the same time. GL Asteria decided to move out, but that just mean one thing for Mystique: they don't have enough loots, so the
Yeah.
only place that they can go next is go to boot camp, and probably you will meet Meta might just move up after that, because they don't have anywhere to loot, and the only places that is close by to have Mystic is one, yes, they can go and eliminate people around them, but it is quite a great, I would say, challenge if they were to go and take down. We've got Astra Esports, we've got their sibling, which is Juicy. So I'm quite curious on where they're going to get their loots, because I think one of the teams that do not have enough things is actually the only team today is Mystic. Everyone else will be happily, looted with a lot of things in their bag.
I am highly vouching for these members on the side of IHC Goddess to go to the boot camp as well. Like, there is a really good opportunity for them to actually get a porter, I mean, get their own way there. And if ever that Mana ladies will be rotating, I think there might still be a chance that they'll be meeting each other once again. It's non-stop for these two to actually meet each other. There shouldn't be even a single game that they will be able to meet each other. It's always in the prophecy that these two teams should always go for an encounter, but at the same time, I think they're actually crossing through. They're going and heading to the left, upper left archipelago, and this screams interactions for Glimpse of Asteria.
Oh, glimpse of Asteria trying to do good rotations here. Oh, but you know what? IHC Goddesses, they managed to get the same place as yesterday. This is exactly where they rotated, and how they divided amongst themselves. So they are going to go right smack into the other side, and gonna probably focus on towards getting the compound that was taken over by a glimpse of Asteria before this, because currently they are in the open and it's not a place where you want to be. I'm hearing sprays already, and this is probably information that they have gotten. This is a glimpse of
Ooh.
Asteria. They have seen IHC trying to cross over, so now this is gonna be calling for trouble for IHC yet again, because remember they keep on getting first I wouldn't say first battle, but they get themselves off guard. Before this, somebody stopped them from rotation, which was Grimm's Sapphire. And then now next is a glimpse of Hysteria, who decided, or already have seen them. Oh, they're trying to cross, so I'm going to keep them. At least this is the information that they've gotten. So I actually got it, says they got to think out of something in order to fight back, because 2 rounds already we haven't been seeing them fighting properly. The first one they were stopped by the circle, and then now they are spotted quite early in the game, and they are not in a compound area. So a lot of things is a question right now for IHC Goddesses, because the fans are here, they're waiting for IHC to perform. I won't disregard the fact that they are, like we said yesterday, they are a team that came back from the dead. They have been around in PUBG Mobile, and now they are back, and they have been showing us a good fight. The only problem is they are outnumbered, or they don't have enough coming towards the last circle. Now this thing is happening yet again, so hopefully this time they get a different footing into this game.
Yeah, right. Like, they always find themselves in such unfortunate areas and circumstances that leads to their team's doom. Like, just like now, at least they managed to go for the revive. As far as we may recall, it seems like Victoria has been cornered down at the shore yesterday, right? But now it
Mm-hmm.
is quite different because at least they managed to uh, keep themselves on track and keep themselves intact. But at the same time, we are seeing some eliminations here. It seems like that's going to be Grim. Oh my, what a good transition! That's at the right time possible. Grim
Yeah.
is just at this compound, but at the same time, they're just chilling. To be honest, earlier on, there's some quite a few encounters, but not entirely enough to actually initiate the specific fight.
Mm-hmm. They're just gonna wait on, and this is pretty normal for Sanhok,
Mm-hmm.
because it's pretty much a small map, and they gotta find one another. But here we go. Juicy has
Ooh.
been spotted by 2A. Now, Astra Esports here already have heard where Juicy is. And Juicy will try to fight back because, ooh, look at where Astra's position is. It's so premium. They've got himself again, Cam Alpha. This is exactly where they were yesterday and where the circle kind of closed into after the fourth circle. It took a portion of of this place. So people over in Cam Alpha had the advantage to get into the last few circles, but I'm not exactly sure where the circle would be today. If it does go into the same areas, then we would probably see the same kind of teams who would come in into the last few circles. So, yeah, it really depends. Now, it's going to be quite stagnant. They have made their calls with one another. They sprayed. Now, Sushi is pretty much stuck. But I won't say that long because I think that would be another contingency plan coming from Juicy.
Yeah, there's a high possibility for them for surviving that one, but I think you're in a good area here with 2A and as well as ESFM Juicy, because that would just mean that if ever that they'll be deciding to push them through, I think it would still be possible for the side of
Mm-hmm.
Astra Esports, because that would just mean that they'll be able to cave it in and overwhelm our members here for the side of Juicy. But at the same time, it's up to them if ever they'll be deciding to go for the safe route. But now everyone's just at their respective houses, their respective forts and empires. They're just actually chilling, and I think they're well aware of each other's existence, but not entirely courageous enough or reckless enough to really go in and commit into those specific duels. And now, at least, though, it's still interesting positioning here from 2A and as well as I remember the side of IHC Goddess. They're really, really close to the port of Glimpse of Asteria. And if ever
Hmm.
that they'll be going in, oh my, it's about to go down.
Oh, damn. I think they're probably getting information. They are kind of opening up. You can see the formation over in the mini map. They are in a straight line. Just hopefully, the only thing that can be a kingmaker right now, or I would say the queen maker, is actually the people from Cam Alpha Hills because they can see exactly information. It's just up to them whether they want to do the spray or not. Because currently, Astra Esports is heavily concentrated into where Juicy is. So a few of them have targeted into the areas. The moment they actually shift a bit, or you can see right now, Juicy up there, they decided to get out of the compound. They can see exactly what IHC is doing. So this is something vulnerable again IHC is always doing, but I'm very sure they're doing this because they know how to fight back. They know exactly where to get that cover from. But hey, look into Mystic. Because of an insufficient loots, they decided to, divide amongst areas of Hartin and decide to go
Mm-hmm.
for the outskirts to get more loot. So I think by now they have sufficient loots to fight. Oh, but the sprays is happening here. Oh, and this is coming from Mystic. So very smartly while getting the loots, and she managed to spot out Astra Esport, who was, I don't know what are they doing. I think they are trying to rotate elsewhere. A few of them have came down from Camp Alpha Hills, but Wisdom, oh, now getting information, knowing that there's a spot in Hartin, so we're gonna try and see that. But oh, she's been spotted already, so it's not gonna be a good idea for her to pick her head out. And there you go, one already down. T has already spotted somebody from Astra, and you know the fight's about to happen with IAC.
Hmm. Oh my. Other than the fact that 2A has been able to go for the counter with one of the teams here from ES Fam, we're seeing another about to unveil here between the sides of Kim's Wisteria as well as IC Goddess. I mean, earlier on, they managed to put one down here from IC Goddess, but at the same time, not entirely enough for them to actually go for the counter or the trade because they really want to keep this safe, right? But still, other than that, it seems like there's also mystery gonna not being able to
Woo!
live just
Woo!
a bit that long, but at
Kobe!
least that is definitely a Kobe. Grenade is actually connected to one of these members, but
Woo!
now Manok would not be eradicated here, but one of the members from the side of
Damn!
IC Goddess. And seems like that's already an automatic -1 here from the side of Asteria.
Wow, that was really well composed. You guys saw how she took their time to creep upon and just the right timing, and they just eliminated the entire squad of Glimpse of Asteria. They have been consistent, but this time they got a little bit too soon. They're the first team out, and they got themselves the compound, so they've got the advantage. But unfortunately, because of the good timing, the good communications going between the IHC goddesses, and they managed to steal the compound, and now gonna take precedence out of it. So hey, I'm really seeing that okay, IHC has gotten up and they are gonna fight. They're gonna meet Meta. Of course, this is not like Meta versus IHC, but we can see the possible threat for these two teams. That I would say Meta is the only team that has been domineering with good marks. They need to meet these kind of teams to fight because they're gonna get a good fight. Now this time, Glimpse of Astera is out of the way. They've got to meet themselves with other threats along the way, and now one team that have not been getting the spotlight is actually Rage from Malaysia. They showed themselves a good fight yesterday. We did see how they came in, do superb CQC. In fact, they came from the same group as IHC, so they are able to take down IHC. And I won't disregard the fact that they would give a good fight with Mata. And now looking into the circle is heavily concentrated into where Rage is, and that's actually a beautiful spot because it's a little bit of a I wouldn't say it's a vantage point, but they will get information from people that will come in into that hill that we always see the scrimmages with over in Sanhok. So now we're just gonna see how it's gonna go by, and IAC has already made themselves safely across into the circle.
My, I cannot wait for IFC Goddess to actually go and come up against Mana Ladies. Hopefully, at the later stages of this battle, like it's already a 1v1 in terms of teams. That will be really awesome because you have seen how much prowess IHC Goddess
Mhm,
actually possess, and as well as the
mhm,
fact that if ever that they'll be able to do that, then definitely it would just mean that they're able to set the pars up against Mata Ladies as well. But other than that, I can actually see the potential for Astra Esports as being one of the other or new contenders here for them. It's just that sometimes they're not that in a really good position that they always are being pinpointed down, like pretty similar to earlier on. We don't necessarily know how did that happen, but at the
mhm.
same time, they're eradicated entirely just by free firing. It is really astounding. But at the same time, ATG has been able to accumulate a couple of eliminations already here for the side of ES Femme Mystique. And now it seems like there's going to be a difficult time for them to try and go for the revive. But
Oh,
oh, that is a great trade. That is a great counter.
yeah, and it came from a different team, so it was a third party affair for ATG. Now they know that they gotta like get sandwich, so they gotta get themselves out. Rancy's trying to look for Ira, who's currently not in the nearby the shore. She's gonna try and get herself out and try to get that revival while the third party has approached. This is coming from Astra Esport. Mystic is still safe. They're gonna do a different rotation or picking a different area to be, and this is for strangers, although on the other side meeting up with Mata. Hello, Mata.
Mata is quite new for Four Strangers Esports, and with Four Strangers Esports, one of the most safe or pacifist teams here in the PUBG Mobile tournament, I think that will be quite difficult. Seems like that is already the subject in action. There's already someone here by the side of Four Strangers Esports entirely being eliminated here by one of the members here by the side of Mata, and now you're even throwing all those grenades. Oop, I think that's the wrong one, but that would just mean that if ever that they decide to push in these people from front Four Strangers Esports, that would be pretty difficult for them to actually
Oh my
survive any
god.
blows. Like pretty similar to what's happening right now. They're really suffering. Frozen is actually been able to go for the trade here, and now there's going to be a couple more members here remaining from Mata Four Strangers Esports going for the contestment. And that just mean one more remaining member here for the side of Mata. Two more for Four Strangers. If they can commit this right now, opportunity for them to wipe out Mata.
What? So Four Strangers is the team that is the first ever team to wipe out Meta from yesterday's fight, and today they are the first team. So okay, Four Strangers, I don't want to mess with you. They are the team to look at, guys. They brought down Meta. Wow, what a throne to, they get the bragging rights at least from this tournament. But wow, 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 that's amazing. And I know, just about to say, like, IHC might meet Meta, but it's okay. We're gonna keep that for later. Now, the biggest threat is, of course, IHC goddesses, who are making their rotations now, and we're seeing a bit of a kill feed earlier. We did see something or someone from Juicy taken down a few of the teams from the back earlier. Not exactly sure as to whom went down, and I think these are the shots coming from on the other side. This is ATG. I gotta do a little bit of the CQC just beside you. Oh, is it gonna happen? But no, cover fire indeed, and we'll get the cover. So Astra Esports is trying to come back with a fire. They're gonna come in, trying to bring down Astra Esports here. ATG Duka, the lady that always gets the aiming right, the one with the MG3 yesterday. But she gotta worry, ATG, you got Mystic to look upon too. They are right beside you, and then we've got 2A who is just opposite of them. So and then they are open, they have been separated. They have positions to take over. And look upon each other's angles, but at this point in time, they're just going to do a little bit of reset while the shots are coming in.
Oh my, Mata ladies. As far as we may recall, there's only, or rather, there's no more Mata ladies here,
No more.
and I guess that would be the first time, like what you said from earlier on. That is such of a new thing for us to experience. It is quite unfamiliar. I mean, it's it's weird to see that Matt Ladies is not in the lobby, considering that they're always the one winning the chicken dinners. But other than that, I see Goddess has been able to
Ooh.
get a glance with our members here for the side of Four Strangers Esports. Pop-Up has already been down here, and they're eyeing for more members here. We are seeing Mars already quite low in health, and I guess if ever that they decide to leave here, really good call for the smokes. If ever they decide to leave here, it might be pretty difficult. But look at that, they're going for the counters. I think it is still doable, but at the same time, in terms of positioning, I think the advantage is still towards the side of IUT Goddess, all because they have a better scope of the area.
Yes, they definitely have an understanding. They got a vantage point. They've got enough information. And Rage, hello, finally. Oh, so they are neck on neck with an Indonesia team. Now we're looking to Malaysia versus Indonesia. So what they're doing, they're just gonna get TPP's information, listening to the steps. Who will make the first fight for first move? Juicy on the other hand is getting sprays down from Rich, and they are having a little bit of the problem. Ooh, and that was a wipe out with just a little bit of the bullets protruding and did not get them to go down into the next rotation, because this blue is going to be super painful. So this is where healing games matters. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Grims will have somebody as a healer because they were outside. So if Observer, you're listening to me, maybe you can let us see how many first aids that actually Sapphire has picked up already. Grims, Sapphire, because they were right outside. They were picking up similarly to Four Strangers. Probably they have a healer on board. But hey, Reach here has been getting contested, so they are gonna have to fight back with Grims.
Yeah, they D and Z got to fight up, but other than that, you're seeing further eliminations here from the side of Four Strangers Esports are being downed, and as well as the fact it seems like Astra Esports had nowhere to were forced to get out of that situation. But that would just mean that Grims will be left here alone. Via we had no chance going for the heals
Oh
here.
no.
Hopefully they can make this work out. This is quite difficult.
Oh
Oh
no,
no.
nobody was a healer apparently. They were outside of the circles. I thought somebody would have collected the first aids, but unfortunately for her, she only have one, and I don't think she is able to survive anymore. The circle is greatly painful. And there you go. We are seeing a few teams. Mystic again, very smart of that rotation. They did that in Mirama, even though they are outnumbered. Currently they are outnumbered also. They only have two ladies on board. IHC currently probably they are going to be the one that will be the queen makers, changing the entire process because they got the circle, guys. So Mystic, they've got to whack out ATG that is right in front of them. 2A is giving them help in a way. Astra Esports have already eliminated one of them out. I'm not sure if Nika is going to be the healer. How many first aids does she got? I can't see from my screen here. It's so small. She got only 5. Oh, that's not enough.
Yeah, there's only, oh, there's four.
Yeah.
And now I guess they're trying to go in, but at the same time they're being gatekeep here. Rather, the other teams are gatekeeping one another, and also it's the fact that there might be a chance for them to actually join the fight, and it might not end good considering that. Yep, IHC Cottage is currently popping up right now. Now that they no longer have
Ooh.
Glimpse of the Sarah and as well as Mata Ladies, they all got the confidence into trying to go and for the win here. There's only two more people surviving here for the side of ESFM Mystique, and they're trying to go for the revives as well. They're already pushing them in, and this is going to be a really bad time for the side of
Ooh, look
ESFM.
at
There's
that, the
going to
push.
be the mollies being thrown in, and look at this push, really
Ooh.
synchronized. Everyone's caving in, and this is going to be ES
Oh
Fem having no
man.
choice but to accept all
Oh
of the blows coming from the
man.
side of IHC Goddess. And now that's going to be a chicken dinner for IHC Goddess. Finally, finally, they got one.
Damn, that was exactly what I was talking about. That's the reason why this team is able to have the fight with Meta. The way they are doing the game, it's so clean.
Yeah.
It's no mistakes at all. We know that they know this game very well. I'm not saying that disregarding all these other teams because a whole lot of teams they had to fight their way in, so they were losing members before coming in. So a few of these teams with 4 members still alive, we have seen from Astra Esport, we have seen from Glimpse of Asteria, we've seen from Meta, and we've seen from IAC. So that's the consistency we're looking at here. But now, this is what they have gotten so far after the first, Sanhok match with IAC with 10 elimination points. Yes, Femi Mystic with 1 elimination point, 2A Astra Esports with 6 elimination points, and number 4 is ATG with 2 elimination points.
Yep, and so far we're being followed by Four Seniors Esports with 5. Also have Grims with 2, and they also have Rage with 4 kills, and being followed by ESFM Juicy with 1, Mata Ladies with 0 kills. Okay, that is quite new, and as well
Mhm.
as Glyph of Stereo. These two dominating teams from earlier on haven't been able to garner some kills. I guess it's all because of the fact that they've been caught off guard, and yeah, we'll be seeing if there is a chance that they actually choked, or there might be a chance that they can easily get back up and go for a reset for our next match. But really good IC Goddess. I hope that they will be able to carry this on for our later maps.
Yep, definitely they got the footings right. They weren't contested. Initially, they were spotted by Glimpse of Asteria, but they decided to do a reset and they came back with a good combo. How they actually took over the compound. It was very
Yeah.
fast, very quick, and nobody from the hillside decided to spray on towards them. So that was definitely a statement for IHC. Finally, your fans, they get to see like, hey, this is what we are made of. So yep, chicken dinner went to them, and you know what? We're gonna see 2 more chicken dinner. Of course, we're gonna fly back into Wrangle the OG map, but before that, we're gonna take ourselves a quick break. See you.